as you come in, comment and let me know that you're here and that I'm not talking to myself. So that would be awesome. We're going to use a few different cards today, and we're going to do it a little bit different. So I'm going to kind of walk you through that. If you are watching from the Facebook group, make sure you put your name, because sometimes I can't see your name when you comment. It just puts Facebook user. So I will need your name so I can see. The other thing to, so we need to do that. So we're going to do some oracle cards that have teaching tips in it, some messages from heaven, and then our normal things. That's what we're going to do today. But I wanted to, hi, Gab. Hi, also excellent. And I'm not talking to myself. So excellent. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Penelope. So what I wanted to ask you is, I was pondering this and I was thinking about what my life has been like and all the kind of lessons that I've learned and how that's kind of taken me on a journey and got me to where I am. So have you ever pondered that, why you're here and what your life lessons are? I'd love to know. Also want to know where you're coming in from, where you are, or I got a haircut. I know. The moral of the story is Mum's right. It was driving me crazy. So I did get a haircut. So tell me where you are. Tell me what you got planned on the weekend. How was today? I'd like to kind of, connect in that way. But I'd also love to know, when you think about life and pivotal moments, what kind of lessons do you think that you're here to learn? It's a really interesting space to kind of dive into, unpack, explore, look for the patterns, to delve into that. I find it really fascinating because when we can sit in what a lesson is and understand why we're experiencing and integrate it, one, we can get off what feels like a ride sometimes, because we do feel like it's a ride, and then we can move through it with more ease. So understanding our life lessons and understanding why we're here. The why we're here means that we can get on the trajectory we need to be on, so we can get in a life of flow and be able to live a life of purpose. But the lessons also, once we get those locked and loaded, life gets a bit easier. So I'm going to just kind of read all your things. So if you're coming in from the group, can you please put your name so I know who's saying hello to me? That would be awesome. So hi, Luna. How are you? I was coming in from Sydney. Excellent. Excellent. That show will be good. It'll be funny, Penelope. All right. So hi, Dana. How are you? Hi, Lee. So hi, Jessica. Excellent. Hi, Tanya. I just want to see who else I have missed. Hi, Nadine. Awesome to see you all here. So we're just talking about our life lessons and what that looks like for us, and how we what kind of awareness have we got around that. It's interesting to sit in that. So, so if we're coming in from the Facebook group or you're watching from the Facebook group, put your name so I know who it is. Hi, Raylene. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Debbie. Excellent. The reason why I'm asking you might go, why is she raving on? Why is she raving on? The reason why I'm talking about life lessons and pondering them is because I'm doing a free class. And so if you want to kind of work through the process of identifying life lessons, why you're here, soul contract, that deep dive, I'm going to say join me in the free class, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at finding our life lessons, understanding what they are, being able to unpack them in a really methodical way. So if you're in the middle of a lesson, you can kind of get off the ride, as I said, and integrate it so you can move on. And even if you've sort of been through a lesson, to make sure that you really have understood it, you appreciate it, once again, integrate it so it doesn't show up again. Because if you don't lock in lessons, they just get more and more and more until you really embed and understand what you are trying to be taught. So it's really important to get that sorted. So if you want to join the free class, there's a link at the top of this post. So that's there, and I'm sure at some point my Chanel will put it in the chat for me because she is awesome, and we all love Chanel. So yeah. So what are we going to do today? We're going to do cards for short, shadow work. Oh, Sue, I hear you. Spiritual journey, shadow work, hand in hand. And I'm going to say hard. Shadow work is really, really hard, but it is a gift. You might not think so when you're doing it, but it is a gift because once you're through it and you integrate whatever you need to process in that shadow work, there is an elevation within your spiritual essence, or if you're working sort of a spiritual gift space, that they elevate. So it's definitely worth doing any kind of shadow work and moving through that. So yeah. There's many life lessons to learn. We also have themes, so we will have a theme or multiple themes that we have to work our way through. What's someone say? Homework, joining bespoke. So is there already behind in homework? I'm joining. Okay. All right, no problem. Okay, so what we're going to do today, depending on where we are and what we want, because we're going to do it a little bit different. There's a couple of things that we're going to do. As I said, we're going to do, if we want a tip from Spirit for our spiritual development, what we need to focus on, put tip, right? So I know that that's what you want, and I'll use those cards. If you want a message from heaven, just write heaven, so I know that's what you want. If you want our standard kind of reading that we do, like with our other oracle cards, just write card. So excellent. So Michelle wants a tip. All right, so we're going to go with tip. Let's see what they want to tell you. So Michelle, it's about working on your energy centers. So that is a rechecking that they're all balanced, they're all open, they're all spinning the way they should be in the perfect speed for you. Checking in to make sure that there's no rips, tears, all that kind of stuff. So that is what you need to work on, your energy centers. So that is for Michelle. So, all right. So we've got Suzanne Atkins. She just wants a card. So we'll just do that. If you feel a little bit lost, Suzanne, know that that is a moment in time. So they're talking about that. They're also telling me too, for you to shift out of anything where you feel uncertain, not sure, it just feels a little bit lost, that to look at your belief system. They're telling me too, thank you, to be really aware of saying yes to more things to allow more abundance to come into your world, because they're making me aware of wanting to bring abundance in. This abundance also looks like material abundance. For me, that is money. So they're making me aware of that. But to really look at, so that can come in nice and easy into your life, to look at where your beliefs are and your stories are around money, abundance, and all that you deserve. So that is for Suzanne. All right. So Denise would like a message from heaven. All right. So as I'm just going to do this. So remember, sometimes you have to comment more than once. So bear with me. So just write down, okay, a few names so I can just do that. All right. Denise. All right. So this is for Denise. Okay. So Denise, your message is, and I'm going to encourage everyone to listen to the messages from heaven, even if you are not necessarily requesting one, because there might be something in it that just lands for you. Denise, it might be hard to believe that you'll ever get where you want to be. Thank you, that you'll ever feel the way that you want to feel, that you'll feel secure. They're making me aware to allow you to celebrate little things that are coming up, to let go of any kind of attachments in regards to how you want things to be. The truth is, whenever you let go of something, they are able to bring more into your world. The connection that you have is really powerful. The peace that they are bringing into your world is significant, and you're able to also allow others to feel that. They are also making me aware of being able to want to come close and hug. You will feel this on, because they're making me aware down here, so I'm aware that that is also something for you. Thank you. They're also saying too that you have got this and they're looking after you. So I'm aware of that for you too. Thank you. They're also saying too that anything that feels like we're not kind of moving how we want to, or we need loose ends tied up, they're going to work with you to resolve that. So that is your message from heaven, Denise. So, all right. So I just want to get right. Okay. So Lee, thanks. Okay. Thanks, guys. So let's kind of go. All right. So this is for Tanya for a message from heaven. Okay. All right. Celebrate the fact that right now you are in a space where you are fixing up foundations. You are repairing things. Things are going to be more with more ease for you. And generally, everything that where you've worked really hard is going to come to fruition. They're telling me too that you are fully supported. Do this and know that you are building the life that is going to be perfect for you with really solid foundations, and that you will be allowed to welcome in many more miracles and including visits. So I know that that is true. And thank you. And when I hear that, and I know this from you being here before, that those visits do feel like that the person that has recently passed, that is male. So they are making me aware of that. So this is for Paula. She also wants a message from heaven. When you refuse to accept things how they are, it's going to get a little bit messy for you. It might feel a little bit chaotic, but don't try and force things or try and manipulate anything, any circumstances. Instead, let the things fall how they may in front of you. Face it with your eyes wide open, and then you will be able to stay or go. Know exactly how you need to move forward. You'll be able to accept things and allow the freedom that wants to come into your world to come into your world. They're saying that doors will open and there's real opportunities that are waiting for you to be discovered. It's time to set yourself free. So that was for Paula. All right. So for Lee. They said, when was the last time that you got to be really silly, goofy, crazy, that? They're also saying that I want you to dance around. They're making be funny. You are funny. They just because you make people laugh. So allow that to come into your world. Be more of that. You are sorry, they're making me laugh now. You allow yourself to be ridiculous, whatever that looks like for you. So allow yourself to be really ridiculous and return to what is really fresh energy around you. Know that too, that's someone is clapping their hands. So I know that this is really important. Also, don't forget how much that you are cared for, because I'm seeing here, they said, don't you love just how much you are cared for, how much you are supported, and how much you are aware? The messages that you say out loud, that is because they're showing me talking, that they are being heard. They're also saying that you will recognize that someone is around through what looks like a bird or something that would fly. It doesn't look like a butterfly. I actually think it's a bird. So all right. So, okay. All right. So I really want to know what's going on. 30. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm just noting down. Okay. If you've got questions, I'm going to do those as well. All right. Thanks for being here, putting up with the chaos that is me doing Facebook Lives. All right. So I just want to see. So Lee, this is for you. Your purpose is to discover your spiritual nature within you and bring forth through your efforts all that you are. There's wondrous miracles that are going to show up when you really connect into this and allow you to really propel forward. They're making me aware of inspiration coming. This actually looks like things that you would read. So you know how sometimes you can get inspirational cards or posters or something like that. Your communication from the spirit world comes in those type of things, like where you might read something or see something that reminds you of something, or you'll get a message just at the right time, but it's in a written word that is actually physical, that they are communicating with you. All right, so Christy L, she wants a card. All right, so let's kind of do that. So we'll do a little bit of the cards now. You enjoy the chaos? I'm glad you do. I can't do it any other way. It has to be chaotic. It's just the way I roll. So, okay, Christy. All right. To be honest with yourself, to look deep within your heart and know that the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself. Thank you. And to show gratitude, to lean upon I'm going to say spirit, but I'm also being made aware of what would be angels or something that would be that higher resonance, and to allow them to give you the strength that you need to move forward. Focus on what is coming up that feels true for you, because they're showing me feeling true. You're going to feel that, because they actually take me in the lower middle to lower part of the abdomen when we feel that for you. So I know that this is a thing. They're also telling me too that purple or wings, like angel wings, is a significant thing, because they're making me aware of that. Thanks. So hello to everyone that I have not said hello to, and I know there is heaps of you. So Naomi, Jeanette, Donna, let me just see, Julie. So hi. Hi. So all right. So let's tip, please. So someone wants a tip. Oh, Michelle. Okay, so Michelle A would like a tip. So if you want a tip from Spirit about for your spiritual development, something that you need to focus on, people are writing tip. If they want a message from heaven, they're writing heaven. And if they just want a standard card, they're just writing card. All right. So this is your card, Michelle. So this is, thank you, you need to go outside. So nighttime, look at the stars in that space. Allow that energy of the universe directly from there to come into you. They're also actually showing me coming in and through and down. So I know it's that whole process that is happening. This is a really nice thing for the elevation of your frequency, to spend more time in the starlit sky. So if anyone else kind of likes that idea, definitely give it a go, for sure. All right, so okay, I'm gonna do another from heaven. We'll do another. Okay, a few more of those. Okay. Thank you. All right, so I just want to write down some names so I can pull a few cards, guys. Okay. All right, so now I can do her. Okay, so this is for Yvette. If you've got any kind of fear, any kind of hesitation that is coming up for you, they're telling me through meditation, allow yourself to let that go, and that will be taken away from you. They're also telling me too to reflect back on life, and then when you do that, to appreciate, thank you, that not everything is as it seems or how you've locked it in and processed it. And so if we're feeling anything that might feel a little bit heavy or not ideal, they're telling me to surrender that over and know that it's not all how you put it, how you've stored it. They're saying to me too that you are really positive, you are really strong, and they want you to stay in that space, stay really creative and stay really open. They're also making me aware too that keep thinking and thinking limitless. So they want you to really expand what you want for yourself and what you want for your family. They're also saying too, I just want to say, they say, I want to understand, because this could be misinterpreted. Okay. They're also saying too, don't let things kind of get ahead of you too far. So don't look too far down the road and really stay really present. Thank you. They're making me aware of that too. All right. I don't know who loves cups of tea, but they've just chucked that in on the end, right? So cups of tea, either they love it or you love it, or we love it together. So that's what they're making me aware of. Thank you. I just want to go. Okay. So this is for, okay. So this is for Rob. So it's normal to feel both the push and the pull as you're entering into new kinds of relationships. It's okay to admit that you don't really know what to expect. And when you know that it's time to dive in and allow yourself to have a new version of life and take shape through spirit, that things are going to come into your world. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing. And we are so excited that you are here. And that is awesome, right? Sometimes I can't believe what's on cards myself. All I do is sit here and ask them to guide me to the correct card for you. That's what I do, and it just blows my mind sometimes. All right, so we've got one for Debbie now, message from heaven. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Let them know your value, they're saying. Allow your soul to be recognized in order to keep your connection to the spirit world and keep free of distraction so you can hear us. They're also making me aware too that, thank you. This is going to seem really weird, Debbie, but when you are doing domestic duties, they're saying vacuuming, so I don't know if you do it, that allows space for them to come through. So allow that. Really, I know it's a rhythmic kind of activity is what they talk about, but they're actually saying housework here. So sorry, housework is the thing that way you're going to connect with heaven. And in that space, you're going to be able to feel and hear. So I'm aware of feel and hear for you in that. And you're going to be able to hear it over the noise. So it might sound like you, but you are going to hear it over the noise. All right. So this is for Monica that wanted a message from heaven as well. Okay. All right. Your mind is really powerful, so be aware of it. Also, they're saying it needs to slow down, so I know that they're aware that it's chattery. Thank you. It's also, thank you. They're saying let your nervous system also calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. They've got you. So whatever you need support in, know that this is coming through because I just hear it. They've got you. So I know this is important to know that you are supported in that way. I know this person is in blood because they're now coming even closer. So I started reading the card they told me to pull, but now they're actually talking. So I know that they are blood, their family, really significant in that way. You are supported in a significant way too. So anything that looks like moving, anything that feels like a big change, they are helping you in that space. So if there's any kind of nervous energy, they're allowing that to kind of transfer to them, I'm going to say. You're loved very much. They just said that. Thanks. More than you actually know and more than you really appreciate or that was really expressed to you when they were here. Thanks. So I just say thanks to them if you're wondering. It's like, she's lost her mind. All right. So let's kind of see. All right. So, everyone wants a message from heaven. Excellent. Okay. All right. So we'll do a few more and then we'll kind of go to the other cards. All right. So, okay. Let me just see. All right. So this is for Nadine. Okay. Every time that you think something is far-reaching or outside your scope, they're saying, thank you, that it's not. To allow yourself to go to a higher ground. This will also help you too in anything that feels really challenging. You're really powerful, and they make me aware of that having either an understanding of cause and effect or using cause and effect or being able to manifest, be in that space. You're able to do this too, even in a relationship space, because they're saying that too. Every action here that they're making me aware of has a consequence. And so if you show up in a really nice way, they said sometimes, though, that you let others kind of lead you. So they're encouraging you to come back to your heart in that space and know that they are guiding you in that. They also said dreams. So if you've had something that feels like a dream, so that to me that's when you're asleep, it's not. I know that it is a profound connection. They also said we adore you. We adore you. So all right, so so we're getting a tip for Jessica A, and then we're going to go in and do some other things. All right. I see. Okay. I'm just Pauline said, a monk said about a job. Was there a job? Something come up that, and it does. It feels like historic. So I don't know if there was a job change in November, or November was significant, or is significant because they just yelled that word out. Thanks. They're also making me aware too that finding a job, okay, and getting a job that I'm going to say suits all your needs is something that they make me laugh. You're impatient. I love what they say. So you're impatient. So they're like, this is going to take a little bit longer than Pauline wants. So she's a little bit impatient. This is what they're saying to her. She's a little bit impatient. She needs to just wait. But they understand too that there's a practicality of life, because they're making me aware that of the financial strain in that. They're also saying too that what they bring to you, the first one that they bring to you may not be the ideal one, but it will work for the time being. And then they're going to bring you something a little bit better. So if there's a couple of options or one's like, oh, it's not really what I do, know that it's a stopgap. All right. So this is Jessica, her tip. Oh, Jessica, be of service. So think about where you can help someone. Think about how you can help someone. Think about how you can pay things forward. When we do that, it is a significant thing with the spirit world. When we're in this space, if we work in this space, that is something that we should be doing often, is paying things forward. Hello from Canada, Dave. How are you? Thanks for being here. All right, so let's kind of see. All right. Cards from heaven. All right, they're very popular. I should do this more often, shouldn't I? All right. So we have got for, let's kind of see, Jeanette G. So I just want to kind of, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I kind of look at the card, but then I also allow them the opportunity to talk to me, so I can kind of put it together. So it is, okay, thanks. So I'm being made aware that, thank you. They said to me, every thought that you don't know when you're trying to work out how to move forward, what to do, making decisions, they just said sleep and we will give you the answer. So I'm aware of that. They're also saying to me too that spirit comes into your life in waves. So it's, you might feel like they're there and they're not there, they're not there. So they're telling me that they're doing this, and it allows a beautiful tapestry of the energy to come forward. They're also telling me too that they're showing me technicolor. So I know that, I don't know if, reminds me of when you look through a stained glass window and you sort of see the color coming through it, or a window where the sun just hits it and we get a rainbow, that type of thing. This will be a sign, this will be some indicator that they are around where it looks like that, this technicolor. They're also telling me too, thank you, you walk past those in heaven. So whether you have walked past someone, because almost like when you walk past someone in a hall or something, when you walk past, you will have had an awareness of them too. Thank you. Surrender into the mystery of all that life is and have the faith to trust the unseen world. And with our loving eyes, we're going to support you and we're going to help you. Thanks. They're also telling me too that this, thank you. They're also telling me too that that even when things don't work out exactly how you want them to, they're trying to lead you. So if you're going through something and it's not kind of happening exactly how you want it to, take your hands off the steering wheel, because they're saying that they're trying to lead you. So a little bit more in your head and a little bit more in your heart, a little bit less in your head. Okay, so this is Tanya from the group. Okay. All right. So, Tanya, what I'm getting is relax. Relax, open your mind and allow yourself to receive in that space. Receive without any kind of expectations. They're showing me too that will even open up your gifts more, open up your awareness to receive messages. Thank you. I hear the word dad. So whether there is dad or a father in spirit, this is coming from that space, right? So there's someone that has that role. Thank you. They are telling me that your connection to spirit is built in creativity. So I'm aware that this is a big thing for you. And when you're in that space and you're getting to be really creative, this is allowing channels to open for you to be able to communicate. So that is really nice. So that is for Tanya in the group. And whoever that gentleman is in spirit that feels like a dad, he just said, I love you. So hope that's okay. Hope you love him back, because he's just yelled it out. And it was just like when you, just so you have an awareness of what it was like, it was literally like, I love you, like, passing, when they sort of, you hang up on the phone or whatever, it was that kind of thing. All right. So, okay. It is your dad. All right. Excellent. Well, he just yelled out, I love you. It's kind of funny the way he did it. All right, so let's kind of see what else. All right, so this is for, let me kind of see who I've got here. So this is for Christy. All right, so your message from heaven is, thank you. Thanks. They're saying to me too that you've been working on something really, really hard that feels really challenging. They're telling me to keep going and to not stop. So keep pushing forward, to stay present and to stay focused on what you're working on. This, I don't know if this is magical or what it is, because they show me a unicorn and they show me like someone with wings, but they also show me cats. So I'm not saying that this is all tied together, but they are making me aware of that. You have been working on this for a very long time. Thanks. And they go like this. So I know that you are almost there. So whatever you are trying to create or whatever you're trying to manifest or bring forward, this is awesome. You must be really good, because I'm like, why are you talking about a unicorn? And they said, because she's magical. So to me, that means that you must be really good at bringing things into the physical world, like where you really focus on them and then you can do it. Okay. All right. So let's kind of see what else. All right. So, okay. So Karen says travel. So Karen, with the travel, I see two things. One is closer. So it's close. It's feels like within months, not like this month, because they're showing me like 3. So whether it's a quarter, within the quarter, that feels a smaller trip, or we're not going as far. And then I don't know if you've got this planned or not already, but they show me a bigger trip next year, and it's either a longer trip or a further away, because it just feels bigger to me. Trip. Thanks. I just want to see. Yeah. All right. Pack light, apparently. So make sure you pack light. All right. So let's kind of see. All right. So, okay. So I just want to see. So this is for Jessica R. All right. So I just want to go into that. All right. Jessica. Two things. One, I hear that someone is saying that you are hearing whispers from heaven. So there will be something that will be like an auditory thing that's happening for you. So it might sound like your own voice or a little bit different. I think it actually sounds a little bit different the way I'm hearing it. So they're making me aware of that. They're also telling me too that your hands, so your actual hands, you will notice that they will feel different. They will feel hot. Your hands apparently are healing. They're making me aware of this. Whether you massage, whether you do something that is in that space, or you just know that they feel different, because they're making me aware of that. Also, it's congratulations. So I know that this applies for you as well. Thank you. Thanks. Because they're doing. I just want to double check. Yeah, Jessica, they're talking really about your energy. There's a whole shift coming for you. So if you kind of get an urge to learn anything that's about healing, learn anything about energy, understand that in that kind of space, I'm going to encourage you to do that, because they're making me aware of shifts and changes that are, whether it's work, but it's something like that, where they're trying to push you or shift you and change that. That's what they're telling you. Luna, I hear yes, but I want to check if it's like straight Reiki or a little bit different. It's a little bit different. We're mixing two things in it, so we're doing something different, because they're showing me actual, yeah. And you may even, in that, Luna, create something that looks physical that goes with it, because they're showing me actual pictures of things that look like symbols or cards or something that goes with that. So that, yes, the answer is yes. All right. There. Okay. So let's see. Okay. All right. So let's do some other ones, because we've got some business things coming up. All right. So let's kind of see. Oh, big change at work and you're nervous. Okay. Do your hands feel weird, Jessica, with nerves? I'm going to say don't be nervous. It actually feels good, even though it feels scary. It's getting you where you need to be. You're not quite in the right spot. And whatever this change looks like, it's going to help you a lot. I'm going to say like you're living with a bit more purpose, or it just feels better. Yeah. All right. So I just want to see. Okay. All right. So this is okay. Who's it? So we've got that someone just put health, and so I just want to kind of, they're showing me two sides. So whether we've got to make a decision, or we've got two things to pick from, because they're showing me like that. Thanks. I'm allowing to impress my body. If you're wondering why I'm going a little bit slower than normal, because we all know that I go really fast. So thanks. Thanks. Couple of things. So I'm aware of a couple of things coming in with the health that are, I'm going to say, they feel physical to me and not mental. So they're physical things that are coming up. Thanks. They're also telling me too, thank you, that to explore. So if you're given options on what to do or how to move forward, they're making me aware to explore. There's one more, or there's another plan that is going to feel a little bit better. I'm also hearing trust the process, even though you don't know, and don't make any kind of assumptions about outcome in that. So they're kind of saying trust the process and lean in. Thanks. They keep showing me 3, but I kind of need to work out how that sits, whether it's okay. When I feel health, I actually physically feel it in my body. That's why I make weird noises like, that hurt. So when I said 3, they gave me that. So I look at, also just as a tip on how I read, and so if you're someone that is a reader, I'm going to look at the sequence of the information. So I was saying 3, then I got a massive pain that was quite piercing in my body. So that somehow that's tied together. Thanks. I actually think there's 3 options or 3 alternatives, because I was checking if it was a time or not. There is 3 choices that are going to come up. Be really, really curious in this. Okay, thanks. I'm going to say explore. You haven't got either all the things that you need, or we don't have all the information yet. We need to explore a little bit more in the health thing. I only like to go a little so far in certain subjects, particularly because this is public, guys. So don't forget to join the free class. So jump on the website, Psychic Mediumship College, and come and hang out with me on the 18th and learn about your soul contract and life lessons and all those kind of things. All right. So let's kind of see. Okay, so I just want to see we've got life direction for Michelle. Just asking what you need to know. All right, so a couple of things. Leg up, delegate. Right, I just want to understand. Okay, so you're with life direction. I'm being made. They show me 7, so I just want to put that out there before I forget. They're also making me aware of needing advice. This feels like quite formal advice, so not just a friend. So it would be either legal or accounting, like that kind of thing. I lean more on kind of what would be legal. So if you need that kind of advice for direction to allow, it's almost like you need that to release you so you can move forward. That's what they're showing me. So that you're being held back a little bit in that space, and you can't kind of get where you need to be. So they're showing me that. They're also showing me too, thank you, that you may have to, what they say, cut your losses. So there's an element of moving forward, but maybe it's not moving forward exactly how you want to, or moving in the direction that you really want to, because they're showing me one thing kind of closing or disappearing and something else shifting and changing. Now that shifting and changing, that other opportunity does feel like it's not, I'm going to say takes a little while. It's a little bit slower to really take off, but it feels purposeful. It feels like we enjoy it. It feels great in that space. Even if you didn't think you were going to kind of do it full time, because they show me that it's still not quite full time. It looks like, 75%. That, thanks. And the example they would give me, just to give you a point of reference, because they're giving me, say, for example, if you were in a metaphysical space or metaphysical industry, that you might move from, say, I don't know, selling things to being of service, like where you're providing a service. It's that kind of shift and change. And it may have, I just want to check because I wondered if it actually was that, because it kind of, they were the references. There is, yeah, there's a healing element to it too. So get the advice you need and allow that to kind of just move out of your energy. All right, so let's kind of see. So remember, if we want a tip for development, put tip. If we want a card, just a wisdom card, tell me. And if we want a message from heaven, tell me. So we write heaven, we write card, we write tip. All right. So this is for Dave. Dave, I love this. Look, you asked for relationships. That's awesome, right? And Cupid came out. So, because I'm like, I picked the wrong cards for Dave, but really I didn't pick the wrong cards, Dave. This, because it's a Cupid card. So allow yourself to really be spontaneous, to be really in that space. They're showing me with that fun, spontaneity kind of energy, like no plans. We're talking loosey-goosey here. You are going to be able, your frequency will rise. You'll just be happier, and that will allow people to kind of be drawn to you. So thanks. They're showing me too, thanks, that there's massive love in here, right? So they're making me aware of this. This must feel like it's too big sometimes, your heart. So they're making me aware that be really clear in who you accept, and be really aware of any triggers that you still hold within you in regards to relationships. Clear them out of your energy, Dave. So then as you lift your energy, so think of any triggers, think of any old relationship stuff that you kind of still got in you, work through it, get rid of it. So then your energy will rise, and that's going to bring someone in. Thanks. They're also, thanks. I don't know if they're going to have blonde hair or you like blonde hair, but they're showing me light colored hair in that space too. Or maybe you've just got a type. Sometimes we have a type. So, yeah. All right. So let's kind of go. All right. Let's do another card. All right. So this is for, let me just kind of see this. Okay. So, Rob, there was a message for there was the most awesome message from heaven for you. It was just absolutely awesome. So it is there. And yeah, so I did do you, Rob. So, and it blew my mind away. All right. So I just want to see where we're up to, guys. So I'm fumbling. Forgive me. You are welcome, Dave. All right. So I want to get back. I've lost my thing. I need to reconnect to spirit. All right. Okay, so we're going to do messages from heaven. Again, because a few people want that. Okay, so this is for Barb. Okay. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good for both you and your life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen exactly when you want it to. Allow the answers to come to you in a really, really surprising way. At this moment, we are listening and intending to answer your prayers, and want you to know that it's for your highest good, the way everything is going to work out. And after a meditation, you are going to sometimes feel a little bit empty, a little bit lackluster, a little bit different. That is okay, because they're actually saying to me then that creates space for understanding, joy, and peace. So that was kind of cool. All right, so let's kind of see. Okay. All right, so if we want cards, let me know which one you want. Tip, if we want a spiritual tip for development. If we want a card from heaven, put heaven. And if we just want like a random card or some kind of other advice, let me know. All right, so this is for, let me just see. Sorry. This is for Marilyn. Okay. So they're making me aware of needing balance between activity and rest, allowing for the ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is to surrender, non-resistance. So soon enough you will see how easy it is to have flow within your life. And when you have flow within your life, it is going to allow everything to come in faster. And they're telling me too that this is something that's going to feel like it's speeding up. Just remember that spirit will always keep your head above water. It will always direct the current, so it will support you. It's time for great effort and to know exactly when you need to work and exactly when you need to rest. It can be a challenge to master the flows of life, but you also need to develop the skills to allow yourself to rest, to allow yourself to breathe, and to also find the peace that you need to. Trust in them. Trust that they know how to move things around you, and allow yourself to have drinks, umbrella drinks, apparently, drinks, and allow yourself to smile at your own success. So, all right. So Sonia would like a spiritual tip. All right. So spiritual tip for Sonia. Excellent. All right. So this one, Sonia. So this one is impression versus expression. So allow yourself to, I'm going to say sit, like just going to sit, be still, be quiet, be silent, and allow yourself to allow the energy to build within you. So, because they're making me aware of when they say impression, they're actually talking about visual impressions. So to allow that to happen, but you need to bring silence into your world. I'm being made, you actually need to stop and be quiet. So please do that and make sure everyone's quiet around you, because they're telling me too that, thank you. All right. So the communication that they're trying to bring into you and they want you to focus on is the communication that your body is talking to you with. So any kinds of little tweaks, any kind of little twinges, any kind of little things in your muscles, that's what they're using to communicate with you. So to be really, really aware. So look at how you express yourself and look at where you create the opportunity so you can sit in silence so they can practice bringing visions in for you. So if you can't see, silence looks like it's the best space. Sit quietly with your eyes closed. Anyone else that wants to be able to see, whether it clairvoyantly for spirit or other things, silence, silence, silence. Sit silently. You'll hear. Sit silently with your eyes closed and you will see. All right. Okay, so let's do some fast cards. I lose track of time. All right, so fast cards. All right, so we're just going to do some fast readings now. You are welcome, Sonia. Okay. All right, so Tony, this is for you. Ask for help for any situation. Allow that to be received. Thank you. You must apply many universal laws, so be aware of them, understand them, research them. Also know that we have patience. They are patiently waiting to answer your requests, but sometimes they might feel like they're multiple requests, or they feel like there's maybe you're not even quite sure sometimes what you're asking for, and they're saying to make sure it's clear and concise, so when we give it to you, you actually know which one we have answered. So that is what's coming up for you. All right, so this is for Yvette. I have answered your thing. Yes, that's right, as Chanel says. Don't forget to join our class where we're going to talk about soul contracts and all those kind of things. And also, if you love to learn all kinds of really cool reading techniques, I've got an awesome class, and the link is in the comments. So, yeah, how to read auras, how to read soul contracts, how to talk to our pets in spirit, how to find lost things, how to read timelines, so many things, so many things, so many things. All right, so this is for Karen B. Notice the signs, Karen. So and they're talking really, I'm going to say traditional signs, feathers, coins, music. They're putting them in front of your path. They're doing that so you're not alone. So know that you're not. They're actually showing me picking them up and noticing, actually keeping the feathers too, or whatever the thing that is your symbol for spirit, but it looks like feathers for me. All right, so this is for Belinda Scott. Creative project, Belinda. Allow your soul to express itself. If you I hear sing. So I don't know if you sing in the shower, sing around the house, do anything like that, but they say sing. sing in the car. A creative expression is what's going to make you feel really alive, and they want that for you too. Thanks. It also allows you to express, I'm going to say, your passions that are within you deeply. Thanks. You've been prioritizing a lot of other people over and above you, and it's a time to find your joy. You are welcome, Karen. Okay, so this is for Christy. All right. Let go of your past, Christy. Unburden anything that's holding you back. They say to me, dear one, it's time for you to sit and let this burden go. Keep only the lessons that you need, the love that you need, and leave everything else behind you. You don't have it, and you don't need to hang on to it anymore, is what your message is. And that came from a gentleman. So it did come from a gentleman that is related by blood. Yep. Okay. All right. So a couple more. Okay. So this is for, okay. I just want to see who this is for because they just told me. Okay. Okay. So this is for Tonya. It's an opportunity to forgive. The situation that brings you this is allowing you to heal, grow, and to release any old patterns, even if they feel a little bit negative. Hold on to the intention and see other people for their divine light, even if it's a little bit harder. So to really look for it. They are also saying too that you deserve to release this, to allow all the feelings that don't serve you and the energy that doesn't serve you anymore to let go. They want you to have peace and compassion within your life all the time. So make space for it. All right. Okay. Let's do a quick thing. All right. So last 1, 2, 3. It's a 1, 2, 3 moment, guys. So card 1, card 2, card 3. Please, and then we're going to draw and do a quick little reading for everyone so then everyone gets something out of this experience. So 1, 2, 3, depending on which one you want. Yeah. So I'm doing card 1, and so it's going to be a combination of everything. So what we've had tonight. So there'll be a tip in there. So take all the message, part of the message. Could be just a word that makes sense. Okay, for those that are drawn to number 1. Okay. If things feel like they may not have worked out how you wanted it to, or you're in some kind of negotiation where we're trying to balance things, or even you like to have everything balanced, maybe you're the negotiator. If this is you, they are making me aware that to see the beauty in every moment. They're also saying too that to see the beauty in the sunrise. I know that, thank you. They're making me aware too, it's time to move. So if we've been putting something off and not moving into it, they're saying it's time to go. And so I know this is to do with actual time. They want you to imagine. So I'm getting, thank you, go. It's time to really surrender and to imagine all that can be, to allow this to come forth for you. They're also saying too in that space that you have an ability, and they've been showing you numbers because they show me 1, 1. So it'll be some kind of sequence, or it'll actually be 1, 1. So that double number or 1, 1 that they're communicating with you. You are seeing this at random times because they're showing me seeing it at night or other kind of random times, that they are communicating with you and guiding you. This is really significant. Thank you. This is significant to get you where you need to be. You're not trusting yourself and you're trusting your heart, and they want you to do that. So open up and allow yourself to really flow into life, and this will get you where you need to be. Thank you. They know that it's been really hard for you, but that has now, they said, dissipated. So I know that has gone. It's long gone. So it's long gone. It's going to be gone, gone, gone. In any kind of negotiations, anything that we are trying to keep balance in, that is happening now. Things are going to be fair. So if it didn't feel fair, it's going to be fair. It is now your time to shine. So for those that are 1, that is your message. So those that are 2, and you will have noticed something different there. They're also saying 2 to me, if you want to connect to any kind of animals or the animal kingdom, those on 1, that's really you're going to get some nice messages through there. You will have noticed something really different in that space. So if you did notice it, put it in the chat. What did you notice that was different in that message. Let's see who's observing. Number 2, or do your cards. Let's see who's really connected and knowing what's going on. Okay, so thank you. For those that are drawn to card number 2, the joy in your highest energy that comes through. Thank you. Thanks. Anything that feels like it's beyond your control, know that, thank you, it is that moment that things are a little bit out of your control or beyond your control. They're not meant to be controlled by you now, and this is how it's meant to be. They're saying connect into that acceptance, accept that serenity press, accept what you can change, let go of everything else. Thank you, that anything that feels karmic, that the karma is going to play out. You're not always going to know the answers or what that looks like or when it's happened. They're making me aware that happens. They're also saying to me too that you bring sunshine into people's lives, because they said you are joy, you are sunshine, you are the energy that other people aspire to be. You don't realize that, and you don't realize that the impact that you make on others. This is really significant. You have gifts beyond what others have. You're able to attract things into your world. You have a nice kind of little magic about you. You also are able to blend with spirit, and you're encouraged to do that. So invite them to work with you in a really strong way. This is going to help you shift and grow. They are trying to work with you. Thank you. Your purpose is something that is a little bit higher than what you either are or that you're happy to accept, and they're trying to elevate you up into where you need to be. You are here to make a difference. They said ripple effect, so I know what you do impacts others. Thank you. This is your why. This is your why. So that's for number 2. I can see a couple of people that get it and know what's going on for sure. All right. So number 3, those that are drawn to number 3. So those that are drawn to number 3, there's going to be a change in direction. This change in direction feels really nice. It has a really, I'm going to say, effervescence about the energy. They're encouraging you to be a little bit more assertive when you need to be, because you can do it in a really gentle way. They're also making me aware in that space too that you're like a walking ball of compassion, right? So I know that you are able to you come with really nice energy. This is music is also really important to you. So you come with, it's like you walk on clouds. Like there's something interesting about that. You are able to heal with your words. So how you speak and what you do makes a really big difference. Use your words to make an impact. Use your words to spread love. Use your words for compassion. Use your words to make change. Thank you. You're also they're showing me 2 children. So whether this is a big impact on children or you are with children in a big way, and I don't mean just your own, this is a bigger thing. So your impact is to create change in those that are younger. Thank you. They're also telling me too to allow yourself to look at the positive in everything, to see the love in the things that you don't expect to see the love in, to find the gratitude in the things that other people can't find the gratitude in. You have this gift to be able to do this. You have this ability to be able to see things from a positive light when other people can't. This is your blessing, and your part of your why is to be able to show people how to do that, so they can come into their life a little bit different, because you have taught them how to see things from a new perspective. This is part of why you're here. So that is for those that were drawn to number 3. So thanks for being here. Those that saw the difference in that, good on you. And those that were like, Bronwyn went weird. Yeah, she did. So they're channeled messages coming through. So, yeah, you are welcome, Sarah. So thank you for being here. Don't forget, there's a free class if you want to come and hang out. There's links in this chat there. So jump on that, and lots of other stuff. So join the group. If you're not in the group, come and hang out, find your people, make some friends. If you like this kind of stuff, this is a place to be, in the group attached to this page. Where you can come and learn in a really nice way, where we kind of put little free things in there so you can learn I'm so happy that, Lee, that it resonated for you. Allow those channeled messages that came through in the end to land how they needed to land. Thank you so much for being here. Have an awesome weekend. And I'm going to say, remember that how you show up and the energy that you bring into the world makes a difference. You change people's lives by just being around them. You never know what someone is going through. You never know what someone is experiencing, and you being kind to someone could make a massive difference to someone's day, someone's week, someone's life. Know that. You don't even need to know how or why. But I know from my experience that sometimes that just one gesture of kindness means that someone actually life is changed and you don't even realize. So go out there and spread kindness, guys. Have an awesome weekend, whatever you are doing. Have fun, raise your vibe, be silly, connect into your energy, and make it really awesome. We're not guaranteed of anything. So live every day to the optimum. I really mean that. All right. Bye. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.